Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, and a very good morning to all. It's an honor to welcome you all to the inaugural session of AGRI-MED conference, a platform dedicated to exploring the vital intersection of agricultural and medical sciences. The challenges we face today requires a unified and interdisciplinary approach. By fostering collaboration between agricultural and medical sciences, we strive to pave the way for a future where health and sustainability go hand in hand. Integrating expertise from both sectors, the conference aims at leveraging technology and innovation, promoting sustainable practices, and engaging communities for promoting a holistic approach to health and growing bioeconomy. It's great to have with us our esteemed guests, delegates including academicians, researchers, innovators, entrepreneurs, farming community, and students from J&K and across the country. Before we embark on this historic journey, we take a moment to honor and celebrate the vibrant culture of Kashmir through the traditional Isban ceremony. Steeped in centuries of tradition, the ritual symbolizes unity, harmony, and the spirit of community that defines Kashmiri culture. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor and our esteemed guests on the dais for burning Isban to mark the momentous event. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates and honored guests, let's unite in pride and reverence, honoring the spirit of unity in diversity that defines our great land. This is the core essence distinctly depicted in our university anthem. Let's reassure our commitment and flow with the melodies of University Tarana. Can we have the University Tarana, please? Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today, we embark on a journey towards reshaping our bioeconomy through the lens of One Health. We are extremely honored to have with us our esteemed guests to mark the beginning of this three-day conference. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, SCOSS Kashmir, Professor N.A. Ganai, to present a bouquet and memento to Shri Saurabh Bhagat, IAS, Commissioner Secretary to Government, Science and Technology Department, as a token of honor and gratitude. May I request Director Research, SCOSS Kashmir, Professor Harun Rashid Naik, to present a bouquet and memento to Honorable Vice Chancellor, SCOSS Kashmir, Professor N.A. Ganai, as a token of admiration and regard. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, SCOSS Kashmir, to present bouquet and memento to Dr. Ambrish Mithal, Padma Bhushan, Chairman and Head, Endocrinology and Diabetes, Max Super Specialty Hospital, as a token of appreciation and thankfulness. May I again request Honorable Vice Chancellor, SCOSS Kashmir, to present a bouquet and memento to Shri Sridhar Bhalla Modi, Chief General Manager, NABARD, as a token of honor and gratitude. May I again request Honorable Vice Chancellor, SCOSS Kashmir, to present a bouquet and memento to Dr. S. Zahir Ahmed, Director General, Central Council for Research in Unani Medicine, as a token of admiration and regard. Thank you very much, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. May I request Director Research, SCOSS Kashmir, Professor Harun Rashid Naik, to present a bouquet and memento to Professor Muhammad Ashraf Ganai, President, Jammu Kashmir Research Consortium SKIMS, and Convener JK Ladakh National Academy of Medical Sciences Chapter, as a token of recognition and veneration. Thank you, sir. May I request Professor S.H. Baba, Organizing Secretary, to present a bouquet and memento to Professor Harun Rashid Naik, Director Research, SCOS Kashmir, as a token of acknowledgement and reverence. Thank you. May I request Dr. Khurshid Ahmad, Organizing Secretary, to present a bouquet and memento to Director Extension, SCOS Kashmir, Professor D.M. Makhdoumi, as a token of appreciation and thankfulness. May I request Professor Harun Rashid Naik, Director Research, to present bouquet and memento to Dr. Salim Khan, Head Social and Preventive Medicine, as a token of appreciation. May I again request Professor Harun Rashid Naik, Director Research, to present a bouquet and memento to Dr. Khurshid Ahmad Dar, as a token of appreciation. Thank you, sir. May I request Professor D.M. Makhdoumi, Director Extension, SCOS K, to present a bouquet and memento to Dr. S.H. Baba, as a token of appreciation. May I again request Professor D.M. Makhdoumi to present bouquet and memento to Dr. Shauqeen, Organizing Secretary, as a token of appreciation. Thank you. We have a very special and honorable guest with us, Professor Tej Pratap, former Vice Chancellor of SCOS Kashmir. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to present a bouquet to Professor Tej Pratap as a token of honor and gratitude. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to honor Professor Dr. M.S. Khuru as a token of and present a bouquet as a token of honor and gratitude. Thank you very much, sir. As you know, this is a hybrid conference. We are also joined by some guests and dignitaries online. I believe that we are also joined by Dr. Shiv Sareen, Director, Institute of Liver and Biliary Diseases, President, National Academy of Medical Sciences. Sir, we welcome you to this AGRI-MED conference. As we embark on this journey together, let's seize this opportunity to solicit a convergence of expertise in agricultural and medical sciences. By working hand in hand, we can build a healthier more resilient future for generations to come. To set the tone, may I request Dr. Khurshid Ahmed, Organizing Secretary, for the welcome address.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all. As Organizing Secretary, I feel honored to extend warm welcome to all esteemed guests, dignitaries, research scholars and delegates to the inaugural session of this first JK AGRI-MED Studies Congress. At the onset, I extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest, Shri Saurav Bhagat ji, Commissioner Secretary, Science and Technology. Sir is always on the forefront when it comes to Scotch Kashmir. Science and Technology Department, which he is heading, has a key role in organizing this mega event. The Science and Technology Department's support to the university's research and innovation and ecosystem is unexceptional. I extend a hearty welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor, SUKOSK, Professor Nazir Ahmad Ganai sir. Sir is the man driving force for changing the research, innovation, academic and outreach landscape of this initiative. He is the man behind this transdisciplinary science congress. I welcome Padma Bhushan Dr. Amresh Mittal, Chairman and Head Endocrinology Diabetes, Maccas Super Specialty Hospital, sir, for gracing this occasion. I welcome Dr. Zahir Ahmed, Director General, Central Council for Research in Unani Medicine. Sir, your presence has added a value to this event. I welcome CGM Naward, Dr. B. Siddhar, who is playing a key role in transforming agriculture in JK. Sir, your gracious presence added more colors to this event. I also extend warm welcome to Director Research, Professor Harun Rashid Naik, and Chairman of this Congress. Your meticulous supervision ensured the seamless execution of this mega event. I welcome Director Extension, SCOSK, Professor Dil Mohammad Moghdumi sir, and Dr. Mohammad Ashraf Ganai, Chairman JK Research Consortium, for gracing the occasion. My special welcome to Dr. Tej Pratap, former Vice Chancellor of this university and a pioneer of modern agriculture in Kashmir. I also welcome Dr. M.S. Khurus, sir, the pioneer in the field of medical faculty. Sir, welcome, sir. And I'll also welcome Dr. Sita, Director APSSRD, for gracing the occasion. I extend sincere welcome to all our distinguished guests, invited speakers, scholars, delegates who have graced the occasion despite their demanding schedules in reaching this scientific endeavor with their wisdom and expertise. Today's gathering signifies a much-needed convergence to intellect from diverse disciplines, aimed at fostering collaborations for reshaping bioeconomy towards One Health. This collective effort seeks to address the challenges confronting the agriculture and health sector in J&K with far-reaching implications for human, animal, and ecosystem well-being. This event unfolds against the drawback of university's sustained endeavors in championing the cause of dynamic agriculture education and upholding India's legacy as a global education leader. SUKOSK and Sikkim stand as a flagship in their respective domains, and this event symbolizes our collective acknowledgement of the societal challenges we confront. As Organizing Secretary, I am gratified by the overwhelming response. What is paramount is our shared aspiration to formulate policy frameworks and action plans that propel JK as a model in agriculture and health sector. I am optimistic this event will chart new pathways and inspire us towards the noble goals of national and global investment. I once again welcome all the delegates to this 3-day fiesta at this splendid campus of SUKOSK and wish you all a pleasant stay here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the very gracious welcome address. Good afternoon and a big welcome to you all. We are so pleased to have you all here. Professor Harun Naik Saab, Director Research, Scotch Kashmir, has left no stone unturned in promoting this university and for the promotion of this conference as well. So I take deep pleasure to invite him to address the August gathering and appraise them about this conference.
I have been given just 5 minutes to cover up the things, but so since the welcome address name has been, he has welcomed everybody, so I'll be starting. Good afternoon to all of you. Now, the dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, the special guests, the invited speakers, delegates, participants, the renowned personalities, Professor Tej Pratap, Professor Khuru Saab, they are with us. The innovators who have sent the different type of innovative abstracts in this conference. I am going to give the brief what we are going to do these 3 days. At the outset, I wish to thank our worthy guests who joined and graced this inaugural function and will be here with us in the conference JK AGRI-MED Science Congress 23-24, which is being organized under the theme Reshaping Bioeconomy Towards One Health, for which cost has taken a leap, and you will find one document like this wherein we are having a proposal of establishing a one school health in this university, School of One Health. Then since independence we have been doing the research and have covered a number of milestones in terms of the development, whether it is agricultural, it is health. However, we are still falling short in some of the pointers, which requires an integrated approach inclusive of new age disruptive technologies, green concepts in production system, artificial intelligence, IoTs, and so on. I am confident that this Congress has been thoroughly conceived and would prioritize issues towards One Health. We have planned the presentations of research with multi-mode presentations. This Congress has been categorized into 2 parts. One part for agriculture, one for medical side. In agriculture, we have 12 sessions, of which one is specialized common keynote session. Immediately after the inaugural will be over, and then there is one plenary session, and there are 10 technical sessions. In medical side, we have again 10 sessions, 6 pre-paper sessions. Of course, there are few of the sessions in which both sides can participate and share knowledge. So in the common, we are expecting, after the plenary section for the discussion on recommendations, we are expecting there will be a better pragmatic outcome from various deliberations of this Congress. I emphasize upon all the registered participants to be kindly punctual with respect to their attendance in the allotted sessions. It should not be that we hope that all the halls wherever the sessions will be conducted, the participants should be there. I hope the halls will be put there as per the allotment of the deliberations there. I wish best for this Congress. I congratulate the organizers, Professor Ashraf Ganai, the medical team, Professor Salim, our organizers, all the committee members who are here around me, who worked hard here, who are staying all around us here, have been working very hard for the last. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, this conference is a giant leap towards One Health. I now invite Dr. Salim Khan, HOD, Social and Preventive Medicine, Government Medical College, Srinagar, a scientist of global repute and a gifted medical practitioner, to share his thoughts with us.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, and dear students, faculty members, it's an honor for the medical fraternity to join hands with the agriculture sciences. And it's possibly for the first time in the country that there is a collaborative conference going on presently, which has never happened before. So I congratulate the Scots University for taking this lead, being the first university to conduct such a conference. Though this is the first such conference, but I believe with passing years, we will strengthen each other so that our aim of achieving One Health will be reached with better coordination, because ultimately once we see that over 65 to 70% of all diseases in humans are zoonotic in nature. So once we are able to take care of all those zoonotic diseases at lower level, and the nutritional deficiencies and contaminations that lead to other NCDs, so we will be able to have a better future for all of us. I thank the organizing committee and especially our dynamic Vice Chancellor, sir, for collaborating and mentoring this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, a better future is what we are all aiming for. Scots Kashmir is scaling unfathomable heights, and we are achieving goals above and beyond. This conference is indeed a path breaker, and it brings all stakeholders together and towards a common goal. In this connection, may I please request Professor Mohammad Ashraf Ganai Sahab, President JKRC, SKIMS, to share his ideas with us.
Shri Saurabh Bhagat ji, Commissioner Secretary Science and Technology, Dr. Nazir Ahmed Ganai, Vice Chancellor, University of Squash, K, Dr. Shiv Sareen, President NAMS, National Academy of Medical Science and Director, Institute of Liver and Biliary Diseases, New Delhi, Dr. Amrish Patel, Padma Bhushan, Chairman of the Endocrinology at Max, Dr. B. Siridhar, Director of NABARD, Dr. Makhdumi Saab, Dr. Harun Naik, Director of Research, Quast, Dr. Salim Khan, Dr. H.S. Baba, Dr. N. Zahir Saab, Director General, Unani, Government of India, dignitaries of the dais, Professor M.S. Khuru, Tej Pratap ji, former Vice Chancellor, Dr. Isaac Saab, Dr. Afrozul Haq, Dr. Wasim Qureshi, Dr. Achal Srivastav from AIIMS New Delhi, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, scientists, scholars from both medical fraternity, agricultural fraternity and other biomedical sciences. Good afternoon to you and welcome all of you to this event. In the capacity of convener of JOK Research Consortium, I just want to introduce it to you that we as a group from Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, just before the reorganization in the state, we thought that most of the specialties, subspecialties and fields of science are diversifying at a very rapid pace, and in that diversification, in that bargain, we sometimes lose the sight of various sister concerns. many times during my research endeavors, I found that we had an equipment or an infrastructure available in a nearby institute, but I was going out of state or out of UT to get those facilities because I was not aware. So we thought we have this common platform where we will be having a exchange of human resource, exchange of the infrastructure in terms of high-end equipment, and we also need to have joint collaborative projects and also complement and supplement each other's strengths and weaknesses. So this event, today's event, is the first of it, the consortium's meeting, and I am overwhelmed by the response which both medical science, agriculture science have demonstrated. In fact, in last 1 week, I have been getting so many calls from various people that, sir, we are not getting, the website has been closed there, we want to give abstracts, we want to give, send our research work. So that was the significant response, and I am very happy to have initiated this. Besides this, in the capacity of President Jammu Kashmir Ladakh National Academy of Medical Sciences chapter, we have also thought that there is a lot of scope for doing various academic and research activities under that banner in Jammu and Kashmir, and I have been given the task by National Academy that Jammu and Kashmir Ladakh has a less representation in this, and we should encourage people from medical and biomedical sciences to apply for fellowships, to apply for the membership, associate fellowship, and also take research grants and take CME grants from the academy. So as Dr. Naik nicely put it, that we had so many abstract speakers, so many sessions in this meeting. It is a marathon meeting. It will be having 4 halls spread over 3 days. And we have awards, and we have also CME points for the medicos, which are very important nowadays. So I would also mention here that we have science and technology department, which under the leadership of Saurabh Bhagatji, and also we have very vibrant directors, additional directors like Dr. Nasir Saab and Bilal Saab. I have always found good support from them. And as during our round of these stalls, Dr. Nazir Saab was leading that, and we saw that there are significant innovations happening under this university. Nazir Saab has brought so much vibrancy to this institute, and if we take support from the Science and Technology, National Academy of Medical Sciences, we may actually validate a lot of things which we have actually demonstrated to us in terms of various foods. So we are demonstrating them that give us foods which are healthy. We take, as endocrinologists, we take that food is a toxin. But if this food is modified in such a way, it is good in the required micronutrients, the macronutrient contents are less, and the foods are given to us in a healthy way, probably, and our medical science will be better in developing healthcare towards what is called as One Health, which is the nation's vision in future. I would also request Professor Nazir and Dr. Saurabh at the end of this conference, we will come up with a small recommendation of the experts, and that should be actually filled in letter and spirit, and it should be taken to a logical conclusion. And I am sure science and technology has a very good roadmap towards that. Thank you very much. Best of luck, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. Commendable efforts. As it is very well said, weak men compete, great men collaborate. Thank you. On that note, let me introduce Professor Dil Mohammad Makhdoumi sir, Director Education and Extension, SCOST Kashmir, who has brought the word of SCOST and the science of SCOST to the remotest and the most distant parts of the Kashmir Valley. So it's a great pleasure for me to request him for an address. Thank you, sir.
Our beloved and permanent chief guest, Shri Saurav Bagarji, Commissioner Secretary, Government of Jammu and Kashmir. Sir, we love you all. Professor Nazir Ahmad Ganai, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Shri Kashmir University of Agricultural Science and Technology, Kashmir, Shri Amresh Mittalji, Shri Sridharji from NABARD, Dr. Zahir Ahmad, my colleague, Professor Naik, Director of Research, Professor Mohammad Salim from GMC, the organizing secretary of this conference, Professor Sajad Saab, our formerly Vice Chancellor, Professor Tej Pratap ji, Professor M.S. Khuru Sahab, Mr. Sitha Ramallah ji, deans of our distinguished faculties, heads of the divisions, faculty of this very university, invited speakers, our speakers, online delegates, dear students, a very good afternoon to all of you. In fact, it gives a matter of pride, pleasure for we all to organize this type of a program. What this program in fact is, it is in fact an amalgamation how we are going to have in a consolidated manner the health of humans, health of animals, health of plants, and how do we convey them in a very congenial atmosphere and in a sustainable manner. This is the talk. Why this talk is required? Because this is the need of our all the statutory body across the world. We have World Health Organization, we have Food and Agricultural Organization, Animal Health Organization. They are all promoting this One Health program. You see, Mother Nature has kept us in stress. Whenever we see every aspect, should it be agriculture, veterinary science, medical science, everywhere there is a threat on one side or the other. Should we take the medical sciences? There are a number of emerging diseases, re-emerging diseases, which we never had thought of. Similarly, talking about the animal science, we have a number of pests, we have a number of blood protozoal diseases, which previously we didn't have. Here, now they have made their existence. So holds good in case of our plants. Once we go for the import of the planting material, and with that we are also importing the pests that we never had heard of. And AIM has been launched by Honorable Vice Chancellor to promote this One Health program. You see, everybody is contributing in a diverse way. Let me make a little bit more emotional. A train that left Bathinda late at 9:30 in the evening, and after crossing the 28 stations, reaches the Bikaner. And that train was previously called as tuberculosis train. That was the time when tuberculosis was common, and the people from Bathinda used to go for the treatment to the Bikaner for treatment of tuberculosis. Now see, once we have got increase in agricultural pesticides and fertilizers, the train has been named now the cancer train. And you see the people traveling are all cancer patients because they don't get a class treatment there. And they are going for the Tulsi Ram Cancer Research Institute in Bikaner. And government has been kind enough to grant free ticket to the cancer patients and 75% to those people who are attending their patients. The reason is that indiscriminate use of pesticide and fertilizers, which are mostly the organophosphorus compounds, and many such carcinogenic agents. University of Agricultural Science and Technology here in Kashmir is at the forefront to mitigate this process. We are the first in North India to have used the drone in agriculture. And in the drone technology, what do? We get the spray of our fungicides and pesticides done. Instead of 259 kgs of the pesticide, we just make use of 9 kgs of the pesticide, preventing our environment. We are preventing our environment, we are preventing our water bodies, we are preventing our air. Because we are preventing the health of human, we are preventing the health of animals, health of plants. We make this place a lovely and healthy place to live in. I didn't have much time, I cannot talk more. Only the thing is that I welcome you again all to this university and hope you have a wonderful deliberations. All the regards, our all the dignitaries on the dais were there, they have watched the wonderful organic culture of our university, our entrepreneurs and startups. But one thing I will again tell you, that in this conference there is a very special thing you may not have seen, that is idea pitching. We would like to see what is a wonderful idea that can be pitched, and we have got a series of ideas, and some of them have been shortlisted now, as I suppose. And for those who are very happy, we may be having a grant of 1 to 25 lakh rupees. There must be some lucky people around sitting amongst you. So you pray for God, pray everybody for your this thing, and I hope if we come up with this wonderful ideas, we can come in the future with many other such wonderful events. Thank you very much, and thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for that address. You should always bank on SCOSS Kashmir to come up with something innovative every time, all the time. The science of healing began with Hippocrates and Hakim Abu Sina, who laid the foundations of Unani medicine. Since then, it has diverged into many sciences, and yet our ultimate goal still remains the same. On that note, I invite Dr. Zahir Ahmad Saab, Director General, Central Council for Research for Unani Medicine, to share his expert opinion with us.
Respected Chief Guest of today's event, Shri Saurabh Bhagwatji, IAS, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Jammu and Kashmir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nazir Ahmad Ganai Sahab, eminent dignitaries adoring the dais, distinguished faculty, eminent speakers, scholars, students, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May Almighty's peace, mercy and blessings be upon all of you, and a very good afternoon. I am extremely delighted to be in this event. Thank you, Dr. Ganai Saab, for inviting me to this inaugural function. I would like to congratulate our Honorable Vice Chancellor for bringing together agricultural sciences on the one side and medicine on the other side. I am here representing Central Council for Research in United Medicine, which is a vital part of Ayush systems under Ministry of Ayush, fully funded by the Government of India. We have a robust network of 23 peripheral institutes spread far and wide from Kashmir to Kerala. And the vision of the CCRU is to strive for excellence and global leadership in the field of Unani medicine by comprehensive research for quality assured and cost effective products to prevent and manage diseases. We are basically working upon 6 focus areas of research, which includes preclinical research, wherein we carry out safety and toxicological studies besides pharmacological studies of Unani single drugs as well as compound formulations. And we also venture in clinical research through our 19 peripheral clinical centers, through which we carry out trials on humans, both on the national health programs as well as chronic health diseases. We also have a fundamental research program wherein we try to align the traditional medicine with modern biology by validating our concepts, principles, and philosophies of United medicine. We also have a literary research at the Jamia Millia Islamia, wherein we try to translate all the available classical literature and manuscripts available in Arabic, Persian, into Urdu, English, and other foreign languages, by which we showcase our commitment in preserving the Unani heritage. And we also have a drug standardization research program, wherein through this program we have developed pharmacopoeial standards for about 338 Unani single drugs and 200 compound formulations, fostering quality assurance and standardization in Unani medicine. We also work on the area of survey and cultivation of medicinal plants. So this particular area, we have been trying to explore the various forest regions of India, collecting about 1 lakh plant specimens from 12,000 species, and has documented about 10,000 folklore claims, that is medicinal claims. And we also cultivate 30 plant species through our 5 herbal research gardens spread in Srinagar, Bhadrak, Hyderabad, Aligarh, and Chennai. And we have also having the herbal garden, maintaining a collection of 400 rare, endangered, and threatened medicinal plants. Recently, we have organized a Unani Day conference on One Earth, One Health, wherein we have tried to integrate ourselves with the mainstream healthcare. As per the National Health Policy 2017, which emphasizes on integration of Ayush systems with mainstream healthcare. So for this, we need to generate evidence-based research. So we have started collaborating with different reputed institutions of India, including this prestigious university, SQUAST, Srinagar. And in future, we will be exploring areas of mutual interest. Initially, traditional medicine practitioners are well known for their treating chronic lifestyle disorders. Gone were the days. Now, with the advent of COVID-19, the potential and the strength of Ayush systems have been recognized not only in India but also worldwide. And that's the reason the ICMR National Institute of Traditional Medicine at Belgavi, Karnataka has invited Ayush scientists to share their experiences in areas of infectious diseases like chikungunya, dengue, tuberculosis, antimicrobial resistance. All these areas we are going to share our success stories with them and try to integrate these Ayush systems into mainstream healthcare. So coming to the topic of the Unani medicine has got a lot of, as you all know, it is mainly dependent on plants, and it is a major source of drugs used for the preparation of formulations. So medicinal plants play a very important role in drug development, as these are the source of majority of ingredients in Unani as well as other Ayush systems. According to one report of Botanical Survey of India, India is home to about 8,000 species of medicinal plants. Most of these species are included in the undocumented or unorganized sectors of folk medicines. As per National Medicinal Plants Board report, which has been carried out through FRLHT Bangalore, 960 plant species are traded in India. Among these, 178 species have consumption of more than 100 metric tons per year. So therefore, farmers are also to be encouraged to grow more and more medicinal plants to increase India's share in global market. And conservation and sustainable utilization of rare, endangered and threatened medicinal plants through latest techniques and technologies in collaboration with stakeholders such as Squash Kashmir. I hope that the 3 days deliberations will be fruitful and will conclude in will have meaningful conclusions and will attain the objectives of the conference. So with this, I wish once again the organizing chairman, organizing secretary and the vibrant team behind this event. I wish you best of luck. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, together we will make this world a better place. The National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, has brought about grassroots level changes for the upliftment of all associated with agriculture in India. It is therefore my honor to invite Shri Sridhar Bhallamudi Saab, Chief General Manager NABARD, to share his thoughts with us.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Secretary Saab, VC Saab, and whenever I come here, I feel that okay, मैं क्या किया हूँ, कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Because I'm wasting my time, I wasted all of my life. In the morning, VC was telling NABARD has been doing a lot for the university. Okay, just I will not say a lot, it's my duty, but just to put the figures, this year we have sanctioned something like 50 crore rupees as a loan. That means effectively university will be getting about 55 to 56 crores for developing various research, facilities and also conducting this thing, including our flagship thing that's very close to me is virtual laboratory, virtual resection laboratory we are financing, and also traceability laboratory we are financing, and also ultimately we have one goal, we need to develop this university and university associates as a central point for nurseries for whole of Central Asia and India and Central Asia and other thing. I don't know how we are going to go it, but we are definitely going to do it. That's I promise you. Okay. We require lot many partners. And another dream what we have got is that okay, innovation center ko मैं देखता हूँ ऐसा ये करना है. It's on me. Definitely that is also in of him something. See the topic. I'm sorry I was supposed to speak in the afternoon, but thing is that since due to some changes in schedule and other things, I need to necessarily go back today itself. Otherwise, I originally wanted to be here for 3 days. But tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I got a meeting with Secretary PWD, and he is my biggest customer. I annually give him 1,000 crores. I would necessarily go for that meeting so that I do my business. So the topic that was given to me was sustainability. Okay. Sustainable agriculture practices. And my presentation I am sharing, I request everybody to please share with everybody, and I name the presentation, I wish I know all the answers. This particular line I picked up from one of my WhatsApp groups, I wish I know all the answers. When we are talking about sustainability, sustainability of what? Sustainability of production, then come what may, whatever may be the cost, I need this, I produce. Sustainability of productivity, so production I can increase by increasing the area, but productivity means come what may, I have got only this 1 hectare, whatever may be the cost, I will produce. Third one is sustainability of income. Then immediately I need to be talking in terms of how much inputs I have put in. That I need to be thinking. So if the inputs, my income is coming low, I don't care about what you call at that time, I will not increase my, because every time I want to increase the productivity, if my income is coming down, then that is what the point in production. The fourth one is soil health. Am I talking about sustainability of soil health? Then in that case I need to be talking about one-star revolution, what they told. I should not be touching the soil when it's not required to touch. Then I should be talking about animal resources. Am I talking about sustainability of animal resources? Then I am talking about sustainability of environment, sustainability of employment. Sustainability of what? So this is a particular point, is very, very important in the research. And recently I read a very good quote. 99% of the researchers tend to agree with the funding agencies. But let me tell you, when I fund, I want to assure you, please don't be under a compulsion to agree with me. You tell me if NABARD is doing something wrong, please tell me. Don't do it. I'll be very happy, I will not do it. Or I will argue, I'll fight. But at least we'll come to some agreement in that. And second thing is that whether these goals are interconnected or they are conflicting. I'll just another 3-4 minutes, I'll give you specific examples because I told you I wish I know the answers, but at least in some places I knew the answers about what wrongs I have done. I mean, me means as an organization, I mean not as an organization but country. One example I can give you about tropical pines. I don't know how many people know about this tropical pines experiment we had done in 1960s in Buster. I don't know, anybody has heard about it? Raise your hand. No, nobody. Okay, fine. These Buster jungles are known for dense sal forests, and tribals and sal are interconnected. Animals and sal are interconnected. You have got everything over there. And suddenly one wave came to some forester like me. I am also a forester, first batch product of Indian Institute of Forest Management. So we always talk about commercial forestry. So somebody tried to replace sal with pines. And nobody knows what is pines, including the animals over there and birds over there. Then what will happen? There was huge agitations, ultimately nothing could forward. And today also you find these pines not only in Buster, in isolated pockets in Koraput district of Orissa. Blunder number one. Why? When I have got so much of pine area, I should grow pines here. Why go to Buster and grow pines there? Number two, I'll give you bear wala FPO. At some point after we thought in a particular area there is a lot of bear, so we thought we'll put a FPO. Yeah. I'll finish. Yeah. 2 minutes more, please. So we started an FPO. Till that time, farmers were getting the bear only what is available. The moment I put an FPO, they started growing and cutting the branches and bringing it. Then is it sustainable? What I am trying to do? One third small example, half a minute more. In animal sector, we try to introduce hybrid animals in place of Khariyar animals. Khariyar animals, if you don't know, it is in Orissa, 47 degrees. We replaced them, they are short. They were giving half a liter milk. We tried to put something more. Then what happened? Then nothing happened. That's the only thing. Neither the Khariyar survived because we went around castrating the local bulls, then nor the hybrid has survived. So at least I know what not to do. So whenever I am saying that, okay, sustainability, to all the scientists, you may be specialized on one, but you should definitely have 360 degree of research what you are doing. Thank you for this opportunity. Whenever I came home because I am also from Nigel University, I am from Orissa. Thank you. Bye. I think I have taken a little more than what I have taken. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I wish I knew all the answers too. We have the honor of having Dr. Amrish Mittal, Padma Bhushan, Chairman and Head, Endocrinology and Diabetes, Max Super Speciality Hospital, today with us. He is considered to be the thought leader of the medical community, so I feel very honored to welcome you for an address.
Thank you very much. It indeed is an honor to be here. All the dignitaries on the dais and this packed hall. I would like to thank the organizers, especially Dr. Ashraf Ghanai, who's been in touch with me for inviting me here for this very interesting mixed conference. Remember that collaboration is the order of the day. Even within medicine, there is a lack of collaboration. And when you travel and you work abroad, as I did, I worked about 30 years ago, but travel all the time. The fact is that the major difference when you work in Boston is you're working in one institution, working on the calcium sensing receptor. There are 20 other institutions. You find who's doing what work that will complement my work. Where can we work together? And there is no barrier. In India, there are huge barriers still. Barriers between institutions, barriers between private and government. We have not developed a culture of working together. So I think this is absolutely fantastic, the way to approach things. A good example of that, of this whole thing, is the fortification of vitamin D program, which we sort of pushed a lot, and Ashraf is aware of that, in Delhi. And it fell between the stools of the health ministry and the food ministry. And I kept doing that, and people would say, "Why are you interested?" Now they won't understand why am I interested. I'm working in a private hospital. They don't know I spend my life working on vitamin D. But why are you interested? Finally, when I was able to get them together at a personal level, not as a big government diktat, it just worked. So simple collaboration between departments, between institutions is really, really important. Agriculture and medicine in particular are very important to each other. Agriculture, humans were hunter-gatherers. We were, surviving by killing animals and eating them. When they settled by the sides of rivers all over the world, they started cultivating food. So what was the goal of food at that time was to survive. And cultivation solved that. If cultivation wasn't there, human species would have been extinct probably, because you were not able to cope with hunting and gathering all the time. Now, so the goal of nutrition for centuries, for thousands of years, was to survive. Now, things have changed. Now we are surviving, and we're surviving longer. The average life expectancy in India is now 74, 75 years. With that comes the idea of quality of life and chronic disease. Now, what has happened is that in our haste sometimes, with all good intentions, to get rid of starvation and to provide enough calories, what food we are providing is often promoting chronic disease. So while we are surviving with more carbohydrate, we have more fat, less muscle, less protein. We are not getting micronutrients in adequate amounts. So this is the time to shift, and this is the kind of synergy that is required, and it's really remarkable that you are addressing this at this point, because this is exactly where we are going wrong. Another example, another government meeting, and there are a lot of government functionaries here, is about the fact that when people choose what crop to grow where, it is often determined by what will grow well and by the economics of that crop. Obviously, there will be a role of economics, how will the farmer get his due. But in the process, you may end up growing crops which are not the healthiest for that region, which are against the tradition of that region, and the whole eating habit changes. It has happened in states like Telangana, where even the staples have changed. And because it is easier and because you get, faster economic turnover, but it's unhealthy. So I think that's where the synergy is really required. Millets is a good example, how we lost millets and are rediscovering them. My fear with millets only is that the commercial world will make them processed millets and process them like gehu and like chawal, and they will all become unhealthy again. The key to millet success is the fiber in the millet, but now it's promoted so heavily. But anyway, those are examples. Just to end, there's another angle to this, that is endocrine disruptors. That's a separate area altogether, where you find that with the use of chemicals and pesticides and so many other things, which is very poorly understood, there are substances in those that disrupt our hormones. And that's a huge area of research, even things like plastic. There's so many things. So one is the right kind of nutrition, macro, enough protein, right? Micro, enough B12, enough, so many other vitamins. And then avoidance of artificial substances that will that promote endocrine disruptors. So I think that's the way I see this synergy. It's a great initiative, and I wish you all the best, and wherever we can all participate together, I'll be happy to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for an excellent address. In fact, SCOSK does stand for quality of life for all. Professor Nazir Ahmed Ganai, leading SCOSK Kashmir, has made SCOSK Kashmir rise beyond expectations, despite challenges, as one of the best institutes of India. His foresights, charisma, and resilience stand as a testament of excellence in academics, research, innovation, and extension, I beg your pardon. The glass ceiling does not exist anymore because he has shattered it long back. So we look forward to hearing you, sir, for your insightful thoughts and so that you could share your knowledge with us, sir.
very revered chief guest of the day, Shri Saurabh Agarji, the Commissioner Secretary of the JK Council for Science and Technology, Dr. Zahir Ahmed, the Director General for the Unani Medicine, Dr. Amresh Mittalji, who is the Padma Bhushan and the Chairman and Head of the Endocrinology at Max Hospital, Dr. Sridhar, the Chief General Manager NABARD, Dr. Ashraf Ganai, Professor Endocrinology, my colleagues Dr. Haroon, Dr. Dil Mohammad Makhdoumi, Dr. Salim Khan from the Medical College Srinagar, the organizers of this event, Dr. Baba, Dr. Khurshid, and off the dais we have the galaxy of the distinguished guests, the delegates, the professionals, the experts, the policymakers, the students, my colleague officers, deans, heads of the divisions. In the audience we have some special guests. We have with us our former Vice Chancellor Dr. Tej Pratap Sahib. We have a veteran medical researcher Dr. Professor M.S. Kuru Sahib, who had led the very famous Schemes Institute as the director. We have my friend Dr. Ishaq from University of Kashmir, and now we have been also joined by one special guest, Mr. Rajendra Pratap Singh, who is an 1975 batch IS officer of the Punjab cadre and who has also been the Secretary Agriculture. I believe that your presence here and the frequencies would match to what you have been doing there. Thank you very much for coming to here. And let me, friends, share with you that this very particular hall wherein we are sitting, it was carved out by our former Vice Chancellor Dr. Tej Pratap, about whom I was mentioning here. And since the day this hall was carved out, I believe, sir, I tell you that this hall looks like the same almost every week in this university, and I would say very confidently, no hall of this size in India must have been used so extensively as this very particular hall. We thank you very much of the times you conceived and constructed it. And now we are coming up with another beautiful convention center, and that's almost ready. We believe that in a short while we will be moving to that center, and that I believe our Honorable Lieutenant Governor would be dedicating to the university and the state. As Vice Chancellor, it's my great honor and great privilege to host this JK's first AGRI-MED Science Congress in this very campus. A congress which has brought the experts from the diverse fields, and I believe the podium which we have and the experts who are there on this podium and the mix of the experts and the delegates who are there are a witness to the kind of the diversity among us, to the experts who are here. I believe this is first in Jammu and Kashmir, could also be the first in the country. I compliment the organizers from my university, from Sher Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences, from JK Science Consortium. We have another partner, and they would be here sometime, from IIT Ropar. They are also doing some events here for conceptualizing this event. Let me share with you, friends, that JK Council for Science and Technology, this department of the government has been at the forefront for such very novel initiatives. This year only, this is the third event they are conducting. The first they did at Squash Jammu, it was the Agriculture Science Congress, and the second event was the Women's Science Congress at University of Jammu, and now this is the third event which you are doing here with your support, and a unique one wherein we are bringing the agricultural and the medical science and experts on one platform. I thank Mr. Saurabh Agarji for his continued support to this university in various ways and in various forms. At the outset, let me just share with you some good news. Because we are focusing something about economy and One Health. And just now, I believe a couple of minutes before, I got a news that this university has been granted a project of rupees around 25 crore. It is about antimicrobial resistance. My dear friends, when we talk about One Health, this antimicrobial resistance is a very, very big challenge. I compliment the person who has conceptualized this project, Dr. Mudassir Andrabi, and I believe he must be somewhere here. This is a project in a consortium mode. We are the consortium leaders, and then with us we have the schemes. We have the IMTech Chandigarh, Institute of Microbial Technology, Chandigarh, and we have IIT Kanpur on board in this project. So that is one project which has been sanctioned to this university. It is not just a perchance. It is the continued efforts of this university to see that how do we also move away, rather take this agriculture science further to see and build the quality of life. Let me also share with you, my friends, that another project has been sanctioned to this university. It is a project on avian influenza, and I believe all of us understand how important it is of the zoonotic importance. And that is a project of 1.6 crore rupees. It has been earned by one of our faculty. He is Mr. Dr. Nadeem, who is this time overseas. So this is the second project, as far as One Health concept is concerned. I congratulate all my faculty and all my officers of this university. Friends, we were supposed, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of the UT of Jammu and Kashmir had consented us to join us today as a chief guest, but for his last minute urgent engagements, they couldn't make it. But then on his behalf, I am conveying the good wishes to all of you. I believe the theme what you have gone through about this very important grand event, the bioeconomy and the One Health. We basically talk about building a sustainable, vibrant economy for the just and the equitable development, of which agriculture and the allied sectors have been playing a crucial role since early times, and also ensuring the holistic approach to human health by simultaneously taking care of the animal, plant, and the environmental health. If we delve deeper into it, we basically are rather scripting the policy for building the quality of life of our people. And this concept of building the quality of our life of our people is a slogan of this university as well. And to your information, we are aiming at making India a developed nation in the next 25 years. And there are a number of building blocks of making India to be a Viksit Bharat by 2047, but building the quality of the life of our people, raising the living standards of our people is one of the fundamental building blocks. And the two sciences, the agricultural and the medical professionals, are the privileged ones, because we have been in this pursuit of this national goal right from 1947. This concept of this revised goal of this Viksit Bharat is now recently, but then the two disciplines have been playing a role. The biggest challenges this country was facing at the time of independence were very typical to any third world country. In 1947, we were struggling with hunger and malnutrition. We were also struggling with the disease and death. And we were also also struggling with illiteracy and poverty. And up till 1970s, we used to wait with that, we call that a begging bowl for that food for aid shipments. But today, India is proudly a food surplus country of the world, and that too for a population of 1.5 billion people. We have stood to the test of the COVID times when India would feed 1.5 billion people for 2 long years free, that too from the godans which our farmers and our agricultural scientists have built over the period of time. And that was not an easy challenge. Whole world was looking at us as to how the India would address during this COVID times. So have we in the country significantly improved the performance of the health sector. Thanks to our doctors and the paramedics who have prolonged our life expectancy from 27 years in 1947 to more than 70 years as on date. We live now 80 years, 90 years and 100 years. Again, the medical professionals have stood to the test of the COVID period. Everywhere in the country, but especially in Jammu and Kashmir, where we have seen the least number of the deaths. I compliment all the medical fraternity in the Jammu and Kashmir. They have given tremendous amount of the effort in preventing the human deaths. Give a big applause to our medical professionals. And the advancements in the medical sciences have significantly controlled those infectious and communicable diseases. There is no more that smallpox, which used to be earlier times. No more polio, tuberculosis, cholera, plague, HIV type of diseases with the better prophylaxis and better hygiene and the nutrition. But that doesn't mean that everything is solved. We have newer challenges to face. Emergence of the new diseases and pests due to the changing climate condition is a very big challenge to us. The lifestyle diseases, as was being mentioned, is a big concern to us. The metabolic and the non-communicable diseases which have set in, they are the silent epidemics like diabetes and obesity. Cancers are on rise. The aging population in the country is a concern. The contaminated foods, the contaminated water, the contaminated soil is a challenge. I would also say embracing new technologies is again a challenge for us. And on top of that, our collective efforts to lead Jammu and Kashmir, to make Jammu and Kashmir lead the country as a developed nation. For medical sciences, it is now the time to think as to how to move from that curative, preventive, and diagnostics. I was saying that medical sciences has tremendously improved over the years because of the advancements. Now is the time to think about how do we go for that predictive medicine. We need to also think about the personalized and the regenerative medicine, the robotics and the telemedicine, the engineered vaccines, and the naturopathy. These are some of the challenges I believe which are with this medical sciences. And for us in the agricultural sciences, the coming times are more testing and challenging than they were in the past. We have to produce more from the less. We are, as on date, 1.5 billion people in the country, and world over there are some 7 billion people, which is expected to become 10 billion people in next couple of decades. That means against those shrinking resources, how do we produce more? The land is shrinking. The natural resources are degrading, soil, water, and air. Food consumption and food waste is increasing. Cost of production also we have to take care has to be low. And that means we have to reduce the pesticide and the chemical and the heavy metal loads in our foods. We have to mitigate the challenges of the climate change because the biotic and the abiotic stresses which they are posing to the agriculture. Again, we have to embrace the technologies of the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, the blockchain technology into agriculture. So with this, I need to just aware you as to where do we stand in this university against the backdrop which I was talking to you. It is my great pleasure to share with you that we in this university have already set our foot into this renewed journey. And to consolidate and build further, we are actively partnering with the premier institutions within the country and outside the country. To the audience in this very hall, I am pleased to share with you that today this university stands as the 4th best state agriculture university in the country. We are the first in innovations amongst all 74 universities in the country, agriculture universities. In the last 4 years, we have earned some 21 patents. And this year only, in the first month, we have been granted 7 patents. No university in the country has achieved such a feat. And we are again the #1 in the patents. In the last 4 years, as on date, we have some 25 student startups, out of which 17 are the registered private limited companies. Again, we are the first in the country in the implementation of the national education policy. I am telling you very honestly, when that national education policy would come in 2020, I know everybody in the country, I will say all the institutions were just looking into and trying to understand what it is. But then within 1 week of the announcement of the draft policy and the national education policy, we came up with a parallel document wherein we said that what is in national education policy and what is in the institutional development plan of this university. And when we were trying to form an analogy, we were almost more than 100% at par with this national education policy. Let me also share with you, when we talk about the basic theme of this conference, that is this One Health and the bioeconomy, we are again the first in the country to be formally initiating one school of One Health in any agriculture university, and that already we are doing in this university. And let me share with you, we have one of the most advanced residue and quality analysis laboratory in this university, and very advanced genomics and biotechnology kind of the research we are pursuing in this university. We are working on the genetically engineered vaccines in this university. We are working on the regenerative medicine using the stem cell technologies. We are also building now the capacity for predictive medicine using the power of the computational biology. We are also working on identification of the active biomolecules and the biocompounds in our rich herbal biodiversity for use in human and animal well-being. We are setting up one center for excellence in organic and natural farming. We have established the Center for Artificial Intelligence Machine Learning in Agriculture, and again, we are the first in the country to be doing it formally. Let me also compliment and congratulate my scientists of this university for evolving the very high quality and high yielding varieties of the crops which have given us the food and the nutritional security. We are at the same time forming collaborations with premier institutions, the IITs and the foreign universities. And let me share with you, with the efforts of this university and my colleagues and our departmental colleagues, we have been able to convince the government of Jammu and Kashmir to rewrite the roadmap for agriculture, and that has been approved by the government of Jammu and Kashmir with the name Holistic Agricultural Development Program at a cost of 5,000 crore rupees, and for which we are highly indebted to the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. We in the medical and agricultural sciences have therefore a lot to share and collaborate, to work together for building a better future for the people. And therefore, all of us, all the professionals from the diverse backgrounds, therefore need to communicate, collaborate and coordinate with each other. And I said in my beginning remarks that the goal of us should be for a better future of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and for that I believe that we have to break those barriers and we have to come together and work together. I believe that during the course of this Congress we will be able to come up with the subtle understanding of the futuristic roadmap of working together for a better future. I once again thank the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais for gracing this occasion, and hope this conference proves a milestone in our joint efforts to scare people from any future biotic or abiotic challenges which we are facing. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Your guidance and vision are invaluable to us as we navigate through the challenges and opportunities in the realms of this institute. We understand that our chief guest has to leave very soon, so we will move forward very quickly. Before we can hear our chief guest, we are delighted to announce the release of some important publications which encapsulate the latest advancements and insights to the theme of One Health. May I request esteemed guests for the release of publications. Can we have the publications on the dais, please? First among the publication is the Compendium of Abstracts JK AGRI-MED Congress, which has been reviewed and edited by the technical committee of the conference. Compendium. I'm actually talking about numbering. You just sat mix. Na hum siya continue run ka rin. Teacher run buwan na.
Ato'y buwan dyan.
Buwan na. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Compendium of Abstracts J&K AGRI-MED Congress. Next on the list we have Advancing Sericulture in Kashmir Peripheries. The third publication we have Digital Marketing Strategies, Success Stories and Schemes for Thriving in India's Marketing Landscape. Third on the series we have Sustenance of Fisheries Sector under Cold Water Environment, Growth, Challenges and Emerging Imperatives. Next on the list we have Crop Varietal Profile. Next on the list we have Fruits Grown in Highland Regions of the Himalayas, Nutritional and Health Benefits. Next on the list we have Sericultural Pests, A Deep Insight. And last but not the least, we have Functional Foods, Technologies, Challenges and Advancement in Health Promotion. Thank you very much, sir. As we draw this inaugural session to a close, with esteemed reverence and gratitude, may I kindly request Shri Saurabh Bhagat, Commissioner Secretary to Government, Science and Technology Department, to grace us with his profound insights and wisdom to this distinguished gathering.
A very good afternoon to all our guests. In this important AGRI-MED Science Congress, which is the third biggest event that our organization is sponsoring in this year, I would like to thank Nasir Ganesha, the smart Vice Chancellor and one of the most effective Vice Chancellors in J&K, Mr. Amrish Mittalji, who is joining us from the Max Hospital, Zahir Ahmed Saab, who is in charge of the Unani System of Medicine at a very important institute, B. Sridhar Saab, Chief Manager NABARD, whom you saw has a lot of domain knowledge and is very passionate about the work he is doing, Director Research Harun Saab, Maghdumi Saab, my best friend and also Dean Extension of this university, who has done a commendable job. Ashraf Ganay Saab, who is joining us from as the Chairman JK Consortium from the Health Department, and Khurshid Saab, the Organizing Secretary, Salim Khan Saab, Sajjad Saab, Sri Rajendra Pratap Singh Ji from the Punjab government, Shaukin Saab, Tej Pratap Ji, who has contributed a lot to this university and his good work is visible today, and MS Khuru Saab, and some of the other senior dignitaries who have joined us from various places, who are our invitees, not only from here but also from AIMS and other prestigious institutions of the country. The directors and deans of the 7 major branches of SUCAS, some of the various scientists. See, this particular event is very unique in the sense that maybe perhaps it's the first in the country where agriculture and medicine has been put together. As we talk about the concept of One Health and the Indian concept of our traditional medicine, we are realizing that COVID-19 taught us how animal disease transferred into humanity totally shaped the world, and we had to grapple it for a few years. This kind of a conference, the Department of Science and Technology wanted to sponsor it because we wanted that the health community as well as our agriculture community should sit together and come up with various solutions. As you have seen that this event will be a 4-day event, and during which various entrepreneurs and our research faculties working in this area will share ideas. There is also an ideathon in which IIT Ropar will be providing award money for people coming with good ideas. We also have certain people from the private sector, like from the Max Hospital, which is also giving us inputs. There are 3 significant aspects I would like to mention. This particular university has grown significantly. As you saw, 22 patents, the ranking, fourth ranking in India, several startups, very quick adoption of the national education policy, the Center for Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, and now this Center for One Health. This all shows the zeal of this university to lead the country in terms of agriculture research. We also know that, especially in this particular field, there can be a lot of give and take between agriculture, animal husbandry, sheep husbandry, and medical sciences. And therefore, after this period of 4 days, whatever research recommendations will come by, they will be shared with the government of J&K, and we shall be able to work upon it. I would like to share with all of you that this year, Mr. Nasir Shah, who is sitting here, who represents our Science and Technology Council, we have sponsored more than 200 events in various universities, out of which the Women Congress at the Jammu University, the Agriculture Conference at Sukast, Jammu, and this particular conference were major events. We have sponsored around 30 crore rupees worth research projects, out of which 221 projects were sponsored last year, and a new tranche of 200 projects is coming this year. I am very happy to state to you that out of these 14 patents which have come this year, we have been partners of the Sukast Kashmir. I would also like to mention that Honorable Lieutenant Governor just 3 days back has launched a startup policy wherein any researcher can get up to 50 lakh rupees of subsidy for starting up their agri or scientific startup. I am sure Sukast will take great benefit of this particular project. I also would like to mention that in the field of medical sciences, we have conducted various research programs and conferences on breast cancer research, on drug abuse, on organ donation, etc. And I would like that our colleague from Max Hospital, as also from the SKIMS, that we can come up with some research projects. There is a very big research project of Government of India on cannabis and its utilization, because we are major importers of cannabis. That project is also coming up, and we would like that you participate in it, and we would like that J&K turns out to be the major producer of cannabis derivatives. In addition to this, we are also sponsoring the patent reimbursement. Whatever expenditure comes in patent, we reimburse that. We also provide seed money to our various entrepreneurs, and more than that, we also try to sponsor our researchers to attend national and international events where they can participate and show their research. So I am again very thankful to Nasir Ganai Saab, who has, in fact, this is maybe my 20th event in this university. It's a very vibrant university, and the kind of good work that they are doing, this is not only visible from here, but even Mr. S. Jaishankar, who is the Foreign Minister of India, he had highlighted and appreciated this university internationally. Even when the Commonwealth guests came from other countries, they were invited to Sukast, and Sukast hosted the Commonwealth guests from all over India. This is the kind of confidence the UT government hosts in this university. And when we look at the research dynamics, we have a research portal, innovation portal. The highest number of researches, highest number of innovations, and highest number of startups of any university in J&K is done by Sukast. And Mr. Nasir Ganai, the Vice Chancellor, solely, singly, deserves this accolade. And I'm sure whatever future effort you will do, we will provide, future support from the J&K government. And also the other colleagues, I would say that if in the 3-day event, if any of you comes up with very innovative project which has definitely some employment potential or as also a uniqueness, you can directly approach our assistant director, and we will be readily funding it even directly. So this kind of open offer I provide to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your deep insights and support all the way. We celebrate your presence on the occasion. I have the privilege to extend our heartfelt appreciation to each and every one of you who have graced us with your presence today. Before we adjourn, I kindly request Dr. S.H. Baba, the Organizing Secretary of AGRI-MED, to deliver the official vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Guest of Honors, invited speakers, learned speakers, and all others who have participated in this conference, very good afternoon. It is really of immense satisfaction that we have reached to the logical conclusion of this opening session. I, as organizing secretary of this Congress, stands here to express my deep sense of gratitude to our chief guest, Shri Saurabh Bhagat sir, for his dedicated services in the promotion of science. Sir, your kind self has made the science and technology machinery to address disparities towards equal opportunity to equal potential and leads to Viksit Bharat 2047. Thanks a lot, sir, for supporting this Congress and making it to this session with your enlightening and gracious presence. With intense feelings, I extend my thankfulness to a man of mission, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nazir Ahmed Ganai, sir. Sir, your kind self has worked in small offices, at divisions, directorates, and then in Vice Chancellor Secretariat as Honorable Vice Chancellor. But your behavior towards work has always been differently directed towards quality of life. Sir, your leadership is reflected in all the development activities of this COST-K. Creation of this transdisciplinary knowledge sharing platform is also your, sir, part of this mission. We are highly encouraged by the gracious presence of our guest of honors, including Dr. N. Zahir Ahmed Sahab, Dr. Balamudi Sridhar, Dr. Amresh, and we know that the cost of alternatives our guests have left behind to make it to this event, but we cannot compensate it, but of course we will come definitely to your expectations. We are highly grateful to you all, sir. So COST-K has evolved over the years under the leadership of so many persons, and so many reforms our COST has been through so many reforms. Among those leaders, we have with us our own loving Dr. Tej Pratap sir. Sir, we love you. Each of one loves you so much. We are highly enlightened with your presence. Thanks a lot, sir, for joining us and traveling so long. On behalf of organizers, I express my profound and sincere feelings for our worthy guests, including Professor N.S. Kuru Sahab, Dr. Sitha Ramulla, Director Andhra Pradesh, then our officers of the university, HODs of different development departments and medical fraternity, and our former registrar, Professor M.H. Wani sir, to make it to this place. Sir, we are also thankful to special guests and invited scholars who accepted to deliver keynote and lead addresses in this Congress. For the smooth execution of this Congress, the Directorate of Research functions at Congress Secretariat. And for any small or big issues, we use the Directorate has been our first resort. Sir, Harun sir, we are very much thankful to your kind self, sir. I put on record my thankfulness to Professor Ashraf Ganai Sahab, who is President JK Research Consortium and eminent endocrinologist, and for extending collaboration for the conduct of this mega event. Our sincere thanks also goes to Professor M. Salim Khan, Head Community Medicines, for helping us to reach to the network of medical fraternity. I can never forget the moral support given to us by Mr. Nasir Shah Sahab, Additional Director JKST and IC, and Mr. Bilal Sahab, Joint Director, Science, Technology and Innovation Council. Thank you very much, sir. This occasion undoubtedly brought us together not only as a cross-section in the knowledge sharing, but building relationships across specializations. Normally, we need food when we are hungry, and we have to be sick when we have to visit, if we have to visit medicos. But those needs are not required now. We have realized that we cannot approach One Health in concept or practice in isolation without collaborations. I must call all the participants as One Health fraternity, and I thank this fraternity with the core of my heart to be part of this and to enlighten and make this event a great success. I wish to express my heart thankfulness to chairmen, co-chairmen, members of various committees constituted for the Congress, and faculty coordinators, including Professor Isa Gir from our Kashmir University, at different institutes for their untiring efforts. This Congress was supported by a number of institutions, including JK Science, Technology and Innovation Council, NABARD, then MB, PCOs, IIT Roper, etc. Without mentioning the quantum, assistance provided by them is duly acknowledged. There are a number of persons, including Dr. Umar, Dr. Ishrat, Dr. Shaukin, Dr. Asma, Dr. Iqbal, Dr. Gawar, and others, whom we rely since we start working on this Congress. I am taking this opportunity to appreciate their untiring efforts. My sincere thanks goes to Mr. Mutahar, Mr. Parvez and Mr. Firdos for providing us designing and printing services. I am also grateful to the media for live streaming and coverage of this whole event. I would fail my duties if I forget to thank my own staff at my school and students at my School of Agricultural Economics and Business Management. Finally, with equal regard, I wish to thank supporting and ministerial staff associated and worked with this Congress preparations. I could understand that the proceedings of this event would open up new areas of research and development. Then I would like to conclude with a share. कहाँ से इब्तिदा की हमने किधर जाना नहीं मालूम, कहाँ से इब्तिदा की हमने किधर जाना नहीं मालूम, सफ़र इतना तय किया हमने सफ़र बाकी नहीं मालूम. Thank you very much.
We understand that you have been sitting for long, but we have speakers here, honorable guests. So we would like to listen to them. It would be equally interesting to all of you. May I request Professor Tej Pratap, sir, for your keynote lecture.
Good afternoon, all of you. It's been wonderful for me to be here with you after a long time, seeing plenty of known faces, some new students. For today's meeting, Honorable Vice Chancellor, other colleagues on the dais, a lot of old professors' faces, now senior officers of the university, faculty members and students. It's a pleasure indeed to be with you here and then participate in a conference that would not have happened some years ago. The reason being the whole landscape of thought that is needed, it's really changing. Vice Chancellor said it in different ways. Remember, until about a decade ago, when I was here, we were fighting about the narrative. It's about food security, and from a perspective of food security, all agriculture science students would or academicians would talk about one language only, that we want to make the country food secure. Dr. Nazir Ganai said it very nicely that we have moved from there to a different scenario, and scenario is today about food safety. In the context today, I was just wondering what should I carry to speak. Then I thought, well, it is for agriculture to say the message to the scientists and students today is, because you are researchers, it's about academics and research. We have effectively moved away from thought process of research, from secure, high yielding to safety. And today, I was very amazed when I heard about One Health, combining health issues with agriculture, which probably was long overdue. Now, how do you see it? To my medical colleagues, they address the diseases, but
the diseases come from food. So safe food is the kind of buzzword for future, and safe food comes from, of course, production. But what is more important for today's thing is probably when we talk about bioeconomy and health, health in nature is of three types. One is economic health of farmer that we talk about. It is health of nature and of course the health of human beings and animals. Health of human beings, animals definitely is affected by what they eat, what is the environment around. That means whatever you are doing, it's impacting health. So in my presentation today, I have put together only one thing, small aspect, that is when you as researchers in future think of doing research, then how you should be shaping your thoughts. It's no longer you would be liked for pesticides or you would be liked for more yields, but then changing it. It's about organic agriculture. That links very well with the safe food. It's only through natural farming or organic agriculture that you can promote safe food production. But the record of the past 1.5 decades is that the kind of mindset and policies we had for organic agriculture, it has really delivered very little.
Please, just to change
Okay.
this.
मैं बोलता रहूँगा आपको. Only 0.3% agriculture today is captured by organic. It's a niche based, and that is not going to really help for any safe food or health to all of us. So if we want a very effective system of safe food production, then we need to think differently. This is exactly what the presentation is about. Now see here, in 2020s, when whole organic talk started earlier, we would say, well, anything that farmers grow traditionally was safe. Then we had a time period of 2 decades and organic 2, the rules, regulations, it delivered only 0.3%, I just said, very ineffective. We are moving on a regime where we are saying everybody should have access to safe food, the safe milk, vegetables, food grains, fruits, everything that you eat, and not only that, but safe environment. Why farmers are getting sick is not what they are eating. They are getting sick because of the practices they are using, and cancers, diabetes, high blood pressure, a lot of these things are our own creation on the farm, and the results are before us. So in organic 3, actually, if we have to make it, we would say, normalize it and mainstream it, we need a different approach. Worldwide, when I say it's just across the world now, if I take the example of Europe, Europe is already ahead where you have to take your own country. In Europe, they have now agricultural policy. They say it is the right of every individual to have access to safe food. But that is not so in our country. I think all of you Kashmir friends, we focus too much on cash crops. Apples you produce, वो घर पे तो नहीं खाते ना, बेचते हैं, क्योंकि the farmer knows कि मैंने कितना स्प्रे किया है, वो खुद नहीं खाएगा. वेजिटेबल वाले भी यही करते हैं, मिल्क वाले भी यही करते हैं. अगर हमारी यही thought process है, that means there is something fundamentally wrong. We are still dominated by the kind of technologies and practices which are producing unsafe food. We are ourselves farmers. आजकल मैं भी खेती करता हूँ तो मुझे बड़ी शर्म आती है जब हम स्प्रे करते हैं, लेकिन पैसा तो चाहिए. So what is needed? We need a different kind of thought process. I just said organic 2 has not helped us much, but then organic 3's philosophy, if we adopt for the future, for you it is an academic research, thought process has to change. Mainstream agriculture were to start adopting organic practices and principles, the need for organic 2 would cease to exist. No rules, no regulations, but wider things. 1. Futuristic, or you could say the future regime of agriculture production will need to follow these principles, if I put it like that. One is, the vision has to be regenerating soil, plants, animals, human beings, communities, territories, building, cultivating leadership and respect for sharing. These are kind of principles I have not made, but internationally there is International Federation for Organic Agriculture Movements. They say this is the kind of thought you need to have for the future. What is the dream? communities, and third, that become more resilient and capable. In other terms, you put it health, good health. System-wide approach, I think that's exactly what you are following. It's one health when you are talking about combining agriculture, combining environment, combining human health or animal health. Then uniquely placed to address the complex interlinked global challenges. Forget about others. How do you link your research with human health? It would be something probably for researchers to think about. You reshape your research like that. Food insecurity, obesity, nowadays we don't talk about food insecurity, nutritional insecurity, of course, obesity. I was making a survey in the Himalayan region. तो मेरे को international ये कहा था कि भाई you have to sell the idea of food insecurity. Very interesting research from Kashmir, Ladakh. Some of my friends were with me up to northeast. Himalayas में when I traveled in 16-17, तो the message of food insecurity that was falling flat for one reason. Doctors को पूछा, लोगों को पूछा, there were more people eating more than what they should. It was malnutrition, it was not really undernutrition. उन्होंने कहा जी खा के तो मर रहे हैं, भूखे कोई नहीं मर रहा है हिमालयस में. जब वो खा के मर रहे हैं, that means the food was unsafe, it was not the other things, or unbalanced. Two things are killing us. And for scientists, the last point actually is important, that if we are saying about healthy food, then soil and biodiversity, future ke liye kya kya. In Organic 3, your goals for research should also be to enable widespread uptake of sustainable farming, but I'll skip some of these. Unique 6 features aap agar yaad rakhenge, so that will capture everything. One is culture of innovations, which all of you in Kashmir are talking about that much. Scientifically evaluated impact potentials on principles of organic health. Whatever you do, you have to see whether it really makes any negative impacts or not. If that is there, then you have to rethink on the thing. Continued improvements and best practices, that the practices or technologies you have already made, probably you will need to revisit that to see that how they can be made to contribute to safe food. Ensuring transparent integrity using multiple ways, inclusive with respect to interests and alliances. That's something, the fourth point which you are saying, One Health, meeting with medicals only. And it is not only medical sciences. Probably what's more important is also you have to see हेल्थ वाला आइडिया उसी दिन सफल होगा जब आप साइंटिस्ट 3 चीज़ें इकट्ठे रखेंगे. Health of the producer, that is economics of the farmer. Health of the producers also, that it contributes to his soils and climate and everything, and his own human health. ये तीनों health साथ चलनी पड़ेंगी. Only then you will succeed. I think only one idea that will also not succeed. When we talk about safe food, it has to be safe from farm to the delivery system. Usme at what stage? Still your soil, your water, your production technologies, then post-harvest processing and delivery mechanism, everything. And then true value fair pricing, that also, this is partly organic thing, but then it ensures the health of farmer, actually, economic health of farmer. Culture of innovations, I think Sukash Kashmir wale aajkal काफी aware हैं, so you don't need that too much, but definitely to think in a different way. Then trust on continuous improvement of best practices, as I said, it's not something new. How you reshape and rethink on your things to make it mainstream, safe production of agricultural products. Diverse ways to ensure transparency and integrity. These are very new words for agriculture scientists. I think we have not been using, I heard the word traceability. This is exactly, third party certification, participating grant, whatever you are producing. How do you then ensure the farmer says it is safe food? आप जब खरीदने जाते हैं बाजार में, तो आप कैसे ensure करेंगे कि ये safe food है? This is exactly that guarantee you will provide to the consumer. तो इसमें consumer का भी link आता है, तभी जाके वो होता. But those are kind of things probably scientists will need to work on a very different thing. I've been in this system for last 20 years, making even India's organic agriculture policy. One of the problems that I saw with the government policies and things is they change their thoughts after every 5 years. पहला organic था अच्छा बना, फिर participatory grantee system में गए. Nowadays this natural farming things, and I'm not against natural farming, but as a scientist I deliver you, accept it, put it together, but globally we say it organic. Natural तो जंगल होता है. जब आप साइंटिस्ट को करना होगा तो आपको बड़ी कंफ्यूजन होगी और परेशान होंगे. आप जब नेचुरली है तो फिर मुझे क्या करना है? So it's not that these are buzzwords sold, and with natural farming we actually harmed research in organic agriculture. The flow of money that was to come to you has gone to extension things. कि natural है तो वो सारे departments को तो क्या अगर 1000 करोड़ में 950 करोड़ उस साइड गया, as a responsible scientist I would say large part of that wasted because there are no technologies. I am one of those few Indians in India who are aware of these things. We have a serious problem of safe agriculture technologies. जिनको आप organic technology research ही नहीं हुई है, plant protection, soil health management, then after you produce how do you maintain it in post harvest processing में किसी भी स्टेज पे अगर आप कुछ दवाई डालते हैं तो वो सेफ नहीं होता. But we seriously need technology and research. Lot of good things I saw in Kashmir that is needed, but it has to be mentioned. सारी research इन चीज़ों में होती है, and the government's efforts when they deviate तो आप लोगों को उसका ये फर्क पड़ता है, पैसे नहीं मिलते काम करने के, तब कैसे चलेगा आगे? वो एक drawback अभी इंडिया में है. And I'm so happy the government of J&K is putting in money, but scientific community needs a constant backup support and clarity of thought. ये confusion है, मैंने इसलिए आपको बोला. Impact on collaborations and others. Empowering all stakeholders, and these are not that much important. Fair pricing also you can. The 5 dimensions of sustainability, health जो है ना, word sustainability निकाल लीजिए. I don't think any of you working on it and me हमारे बाद भी आएंगे sustainability चला issue. हेल्थ के लिए इकोलॉजिकल हेल्थ को ध्यान में रखना, रिसर्च करना जरूरी है. सॉइल वाला ह्यूमन हेल्थ नहीं करेगा, वो सॉइल हेल्थ करेगा, बट देन ही विल कंट्रीब्यूट टू सेव फूड. देन सोशल, दैट इज एग्जैक्टली ह्यूमन हेल्थ. इकोनॉमिक हेल्थ, द फार्मर्स एंड ऑल्सो द कंज्यूमर्स, उसको भी एक नॉर्मल प्राइस पे मिले. कल्चर एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी, दीज कम ऑन फेयर प्राइसिंग थिंग्स. Well, you have to have a clear objectives on that. And the pathway to future farming definitely is mainstreaming organic agriculture. It's not only organic agriculture, but mainstreaming. But mainstreaming will happen only when we have less rules and more practices. The role of scientists in this has been not as much as it should have been in the past 20 years. जिस दिन वो इंक्रीज होगा, जिस दिन आप लोग काम करेंगे तो कुछ होगा. लेकिन सरकार को ये कॉन्स्टेंट्स जो हैं, ट्रेड कॉन्स्टेंट्स हैं, और दूसरा जो एक्सटेंशन वाला नाम कमाने के लिए वो करते हैं. आई थिंक वंस दैट इज चेंज थिंग्स वुड बी मेनस्ट्रीम इन ए प्रॉपर वे. Then may no longer be applicable no size fit all solutions. That means Kashmir's organic agriculture will need practices from Kashmir. This is one unique thing कि आगे टेक्नोलॉजीज एक जगह करके सभी जगह जाती थी, बट ऑर्गेनिक एग्रीकल्चर और सेफ फूड प्रोडक्शन अक्रॉस द कंट्री एवरीवेयर हैज वन लिमिटेशन. दैट या वो आपको इम्पोर्टेंस देगा साइंस को कि इट इज़ वेरी कॉन्टेक्स्ट स्पेस स्पेसिफिक. कश्मीर का एक क्लाइमेट है, वो वहाँ के लिए होगा, वो जाके पंजाब में नहीं हो सकता, पंजाब की टेक्नोलॉजी यहाँ नहीं चलेगी. Likewise, so you have a larger role to play unless scientific community works and produces practices, technologies that are easily accessible. This will not succeed. Health हमारी फिर वैसे ही रहेगी. Diversity will be at the heart of organic. It is there, but I don't know how much you do. Only then diversity issue comes. Accept, adopt the principles of organic, scale up innovations, and these are now normal thing. Now 2 points. So far, organic has succeeded only as a niche sector, or you say the organic is a way of producing healthy food. It has succeeded very little for very different reasons. And if you want to make it reach everybody, mainstream, the future is bright, but if it is mainstreamed, sabhi ko milna chahiye safe food. And the strategy for transition is defined, as I said, in the things. Only 2 things. I think at this stage, the message is You have a big challenge as scientists to start thinking afresh the kind of research you do. जितना आप कर पाएंगे society वैसे ही बढ़ेगी, otherwise health remains as it is. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Professor Tej Pratap sir, who has steered this institute to higher levels during his tenure. If you want to, any of you want to interact or have any questions, you may ask. Sir is still with us. Any questions from the audience? Anybody wants to interact? Thank you very much, sir, for your esteemed presence. Now, the key is already there just outside the hall, but we have to break for the lunch as well. And we expect you to be back in next half an hour for the technical sessions in hall 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Momento, os dias falam-se.